Hello and welcome to my channel. In this tutorial we're gonna do this stitch. It's a very easy stitch, 2 rows repeat. You can do a baby blanket for spring because it's a little bit open work. You can do a scarf, you can do so many things. I'm gonna use 3.0 millimeter crochet hook with this stitch. Okay, this with this yarn. This stitch works with multiples of 4 plus 2 more. So I have here 20. I'm gonna chain 2 more chains, 1 and 2, and now we're gonna skip the first 3 chains, 1 2 3, and into the 4th chain we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So 1, go back again into the same chain to the 2nd, and we're gonna go back again for the 3rd, double crochet. Okay, now until we finish this row we're gonna do like this. We're gonna skip the next 3 chains, 1 2 3, and into the 4th chain we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So 1 2, and the 3rd double crochet, and again we're gonna skip the next 3 chains, and into the 4th we're gonna place in there 3 double crochets. I think this stitch is nice if you work with soft yarn. So again, skip the next 3, and into the 4th 3 double crochets. If the yarn is a little bit stiff, unless you want for some whatever project you do and you want to be rigid and stern the finished work, well then use a yarn that is a little bit stern. But for a blanket I think it's nice if you work with a soft. So again we're gonna skip the next 3 chains, and into the 4th 3 double crochet, and at the end you're gonna be left only with 2 chains. So 3 double crochets in there. So you're gonna be left with 2. We're gonna skip the next chain, and into the next, the last one, we're gonna do only 1 double crochet. It's like a granny. Okay, now we're gonna chain 3, turn your work, and now we're gonna go to the first cluster of double crochet, and in each double crochet we're gonna do double crochet but without finishing them. So it's like 3 double crochet together. So we're gonna go to the first double crochet and through the stitch gonna do a double crochet without finishing, move to the next stitch, double crochet without finishing, and you move to the next double crochet. And now you have 4 loops. Pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3, 1 2 and 3, and we're gonna do the same. We're gonna move to the next 3 double crochets, and I'm gonna do the same, 3 double crochets in each, well, 1 double crochet in each stitch without finishing. Move to the next, and you move to the last double crochet of this cluster, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3, 1 2 and 3, and again we're gonna move to the next cluster, and in each double crochet we're gonna do the same. So go to the next stitch, second, and the last stitch of the cluster, the double crochet there, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3, 1 2 and 3. I'm gonna do the same until we finish this row. We move to the next cluster, first double crochet, gonna do a double crochet without finishing, move to the next stitch, and we move to the next stitch, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3. Okay, and now we have left here at the end we have the 3 double crochet and the chain at the end. So in each double crochet through the stitch, we're going to do the same. First stitch, double crochet without finishing, move to the next stitch, double crochet without finishing, and the last double crochet, gonna do a double crochet without finishing. 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 2, 1, 2, and we have the chain at the end here, and we're gonna go on top of the third chain there, and we're gonna do a double crochet. It's gonna look like this. Okay, now we're gonna chain 3. So this will be the rows that you're gonna repeat. Yeah? So now, yarn over the hook. We have the space here. So in this space, we're gonna do 3 double crochets. So 1, go back again into that space, do the second and the third double crochet. So now this row we're going to work only through these spaces, in which we're going to put 3 double crochet in each space. So you move to the next space and 3 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, and the third, and now we're going to move to the next space and 3 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, and the third, and then we move to the next space and do the same, 3 double crochets in there. So the next space, 3 double crochets in there. Okay, and now here at the end we're gonna chain 2, and we have the chain, and we're gonna go on top of the third chain right there, and we're gonna do a double crochet. It's gonna look like this. So for example, the first row that we did, we have, for example, with the 20 that I put 20 chains, we have 2, 4, 5 clusters of double crochets. Yeah, so when you do this row, because this is the first row that we did, this row, you're supposed to have the same what you have the first row on the bottom. If you have 5 here, you should have always during the work the same amount of clusters. If you have more or less, then it's a problem. Yeah. So now we're going to chain 3, turn your work, and now we're going to repeat. We're going to go through each stitch of each cluster, and we're going to do in each a double crochet without finishing. Move to the next, and the last one of that cluster, 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 3. And now you move to the next cluster and do the same. So these are called the 3 double crochet together. Chain 3, and you move to the next, and you do 3 double crochet together. One of you viewers, you asked me to do tutorials with whatever, double crochet together, so this is what that means, 3 double crochet together. You don't finish the double crochet. You move to the next cluster and you do the same. Chain 3, and now we have the last 3 double crochet and the chain at the end. So in each double crochet we're gonna do a double crochet without finishing. So we have 4 loops, pull the yarn through all 4 loops, chain 2, and now we're gonna go the chain here through the top chain, a double crochet, and now we're gonna chain 3, and you're going to repeat the first row. It's going to look like this. Yeah, in which you're going to do the first space here, 3 double crochet, then you move to the next space, 3 double crochet, 3 double crochet, and so on. 3 double crochet, chain 2, and you have the chain 3 on top of the third chain. You're going to do a double crochet, you're going to chain 3, and you're going to repeat the row with 3 double crochet together, chain 3, and so on. So this is the stitch. Well, give it a try. You might enjoy this stitch for a project. Yeah. Well, thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.